Hello. So I am in here just checking emails, and I wanted to jump on really quickly and talk with you a little bit about inspiring your man to be a masculine man. Okay. And this is for all of my ladies. Okay. Tuesday at 6:30. I need to put that in my phone. This is for all of my feminine ladies who are in relationships, right? So you've already found your guy, you're married, you're engaged, you're already in a relationship, and you want to inspire him to be more masculine, right? Because you want to be in your feminine. And so totally get that. I see so many clients that is the case. They already have their man, they're already in their relationship. But yet they're like, he's not really stepping up. He's not really planning anything or, doing anything. He's not being romantic. He's not really meeting the needs that I have. I totally 100% get it. Hey, so I'm going to give you some tips. And I want you to try these tips because guess what? It's not going to cost you anything. It's not going to hurt your relationship. Like, you absolutely have nothing to lose by doing these tips. Okay. But a lot of ladies who are already in relationships, like I do a lot of coaching with women who are married or already in relationships. And they're like, yeah, I don't know, because my guy really doesn't do anything, plan anything. I don't know, what could I do to maybe inspire him to be more masculine? Okay, so number one, that you are doing less. Okay, that's the first thing. That's the first tip I'm going to give you, which is just do less, right? And at first, this is going to be hard because you're thinking, well, nothing's going to get done. Like if I don't call, if I don't text, if I don't plan anything, if I don't, say we should go out to dinner, we should go on a date, we should get a sitter. Like if I don't do anything, nothing will get done. Okay. Okay. That's exactly what I'm saying. That we have to lean all the way back and we have to let nothing happen. Right. And we're waiting for him to make something happen, but we're not going to make anything happen. And so we have to be patient in this part where we're just leaning back. We're doing less, right? Number two, in the leaning back and the doing less. Now, here's the thing, and I want you to be careful about number two. I want you to express how you feel about that, right? So if you're leaning back, if you're not calling, if you're not texting, if you're not planning anything for you all to do, if you haven't gotten any flowers or candy or any little sweet nothings, any compliments, if you've got nothing, right? And you're doing nothing, you're not doing anything to make anything happen. I want you to start to ask yourself, how does this feel? How do I feel about this? And then express how you feel about it to him. And can I be honest? I think that depending on the man, right? Because everybody's man is different. Within a day to a week, he is going to notice. He is going to notice. And men, as I always say, men are clueless, but they're not stupid. He's going to feel the shift in the energy. He's going to see you looking sad, disappointed, bored, whatever that feeling is that you feel now that nothing is happening. Okay? And if you're dating a man, you're not living with him, but you all are just dating, and you stop calling, you stop texting, trust when I tell you, he's going to notice. He's going to ask himself, okay, what's happening? I haven't talked to her all day, or she hasn't called, she hasn't texted. And he may reach out. And honestly, that's probably the first thing he's going to say. Hey, you haven't called me. You haven't texted me. And I want you to ignore that comment. I want you to simply say, hello, how are you? How is your day going? Like, just ignore that, right? But do not call or text. Do not get back into that, you leading the relationship. Don't do that. But just ignore if he says to you, yeah, I haven't heard from you all day. You haven't called me. You haven't texted me. How are you doing today? Oh, this is what happened at work today with me. This is what's going on with me. Like, just ignore that. But do not call and do not text. So we're lean back. We're doing less. We're planning less. We're not making, leading the relationship. We're not progressing the relationship. And then the second thing is we're going to feel a way about that if nothing happens. And I want you to express how you feel. Now, this does not sound or look like you haven't called, you haven't texted, you haven't planned for us to do anything or go anywhere. You haven't gotten a sitter. You're not doing this. You're not doing that. Not that. This is what it sounds like. Hey, what's wrong with you? Well, I've just noticed that, we really haven't done anything for a while. Like we really haven't gone anywhere. And, I'm a little disappointed. I'm a little bored. I really would love to spend some time together. See, you're simply expressing how you feel about nothing happening. That's what you're doing. So you're not coming in hot. You're not blaming and shaming. He's not the bad guy. However, you do have the right to express how you feel about nothing happening, right? Yeah, I'd really love to do something. I'd love to go somewhere. I'd love for us to do something together. What do you think about that? See, that's what you're going to do. Now, here's the thing. Hold on to the feeling, right? Hold on to that feeling, because even if he says, yeah, we can do something. What do you want to do? Well, I'd love it if you just planned something for us to do. That would feel amazing. I make so many decisions in a day. I have the kids, I have my work, I have just so much going on. And it's like one more thing on my to-do list to plan something. And, I would really love it if you would just plan something for us to do. If you would just pick a restaurant or whatever else, and you just plan for us to do something. That would feel amazing. Right? See, there you go. You've expressed a want or a need or a desire. That's it. You're not going to plan it. You're not going to give any other instructions other than it would feel so good for you to plan something for us to do together. That's it. Now, here's the thing I'm going to tell you. So he says, okay, fine. Okay, I'm going to plan something. Let's say a couple of days go by and it doesn't happen. Again, you are going to repeat step 2. What's going on? Well, I know a couple of days ago we had talked about you planning something for us to do together. And, it's been a few days and nothing's happened. See, you are always within your right to feel how you feel and express how you feel about him not stepping up. He's not stepping up. Now, we don't say that. We express how we feel about it. I'm just so disappointed. I'm just so bored. I'm just so hurt. I'm just so annoyed. I'm so frustrated, right? You are always entitled to express how you feel about what's happening or not happening in this case. And that is how you're going to inspire him eventually, because every man is different. Some men are going to jump right on it. Other men, this little formula I'm giving you, it could take a few times. But we're going to go broken record. And broken record is where you simply continue to feel how you feel and express that feeling of disappointment. This isn't happening. And I just, and then, so this is the other thing ladies tell me. Well, then he backs me in a corner. He's like, okay, well, if you want to do something, plan to do something. You make plans, you get a sitter, you make reservations, you plan the trip, and then this is when you're going to drop the boom. This is when the boom, like if he actually says out of his mouth, you do it. This is when you drop the boom. I really want to be the girl in this relationship. I really want to be the feminine to your masculine. I really just want to be the girl. I want to be wanted and desired and wooed and romanced. I really want to be the girl. What do you think about that? And so in so many words, you are telling him, well, if I'm the girl, then what does that make you? What does that make you if I'm the girl in the relationship? If I'm the feminine one in the relationship, what's the only role that's left? The masculine. And I find it very attractive. Here's another way to inspire a man to be more masculine. You're going to continue to express how attractive it is when a man takes charge, when a man leads, when a man plans dates, when a man plans trips and pays for them, when a man fill in the blank. Okay? So this is one of the tools that I give to some of my ladies when they tell me I'm in a relationship. However, he is not stepping up. He is not doing and giving and not, he's not leading at all. He's leaving me to do all of that. Okay, step one, stop doing all of that. Just stop. Stop calling, stop texting, stop planning, stop doing. 2, check in on how you feel about nothing happening. So if nothing's happening, how do you feel about it? Doesn't feel good. I feel bored. I feel, annoyed, frustrated. I feel unwanted and undesired. I feel like, there's something unworthy about me because my man doesn't want to plan dates or trips with me, right? Feel that feeling. And when you're feeling that feeling, he's going to notice something's off. Something's wrong. What's wrong? What's going on with you? 3, you're going to express with words that feeling. You don't get to say nothing. I'm okay. Nothing's wrong. Nope. We say with words, I am really frustrated. I want to do something together. I want to go somewhere. I want us to have fun together. I want to have a sexy date night. I want to, do something fun. And, we haven't done that in a long time. What do you think about that? See how there's no blame and there's no shame? It's simply expressing a desire that we have that isn't being met. And we feel some way about it. That's it. Okay? And so this is the final step, if he actually has the audacity to say, well, then do it, then plan it, then call me, then text me, right? I really want to be the girl. It doesn't feel good and comfortable for me to plan everything, to do everything. I want to be in my feminine energy. I want to be the girl in our relationship. And if I'm taking charge, if I'm planning and doing and calling and texting, I don't feel that way. And it's such a turnoff. It's a total turnoff to me to be with a man who doesn't take initiative, who doesn't plan things and calls me and texts me. That doesn't feel good to me. What do you think? Like, we're going to call it like we see it. And how he feels about that is how he feels about that. He may be incredibly offended, because I've had some men get all offended, right? And I'm thinking to myself, really? You trying to be all offended when you're not doing your part in this? Like, for real? So, okay. And again, I don't want you to take that personally. I don't. If men get offended by me saying, I really want to be the girl, I want to be the girl to your guy, and there's a receptive and open quality to me being the girl. That's kind of the role I want to play. And I want to be the opposite complementing role to you. What do you think about that? And then see what he thinks about that. But that is one way. That's one of my tools that I teach women to get them to inspire their man to be more masculine. So I just wanted to share this quick tool with you really quickly. I want you to try it. If you are in a relationship, a dating relationship, if you're married, if you're engaged, if you're living with your man, I want you to try this. But the number one step is going to be the hardest, because you have been in your masculine. You have been giving and doing. You have been planning. You have been making things happen. And you're probably worn out. You're probably feeling like, does this person even want me? Does this person even want to be with me? Does this person, care enough about me to like plan something for us to do together? Does this person want me to live a life of ease and feel taken care of and to feel, loved and cherished? Like, you're starting to ask yourself that question, because if you're always the one making things happen, yeah, that's how it's going to feel. And women are not designed to be the masculine. Women are not designed to be the man in the relationship. They start off strong. They think it's so great because, I'm planning and doing and I'm getting everything I want. And then you wake up one day and it dawns on you like, I wonder what would happen if I did nothing. Like, would this man want me? Would this man plan things for me? Would this man do things for me? Right? Because deep down inside of your very DNA, you're not designed to do this forever. It's eventually going to come out and you're going to be like, you know what would happen if I did nothing? That's always going to be a nagging question in the back of your head. So if you're in a relationship already, I want you to try this. And like I said, that first step is going to be the hardest step, which is you're going to stop doing and giving and planning and suggesting and fill in the blank. You're going to stop initiating. You're going to wait and see. And if nothing happens, you are allowed to feel how you feel about that. And the man is going to feel the shift in your energy, or he's going to notice you've been withdrawn, you've been cold, you've been whatever. And then you're going to own it. He's going to say what's going on with you. And you're going to say, I'm just bored. I really wanted us to do something together. And, it's been a long time since we've gone out, then you tell him how you're feeling about nothing happening. And then we want to see if we can just kick him over onto the masculine side of the fence. That's what we're trying to do. So that switch, that light switch may be flipped off, and we want to flip it back on. And you're going to continue to do this. Continue to do this until you receive some sort of action from him. Right? And if he's like, well, you got an attitude, you're being cold, you're being standoffish. Well, it's because, I'm not feeling great. Why? Because if I don't initiate, nothing happens. And I really want to be the girl. I really want to be the woman and the feminine in our relationship. I want to feel cherished and desired and wanted, excuse me, by my man. And what do you think about that? Right? Like, really express that and see if we can flip that switch back up. Because the truth is, if you've been doing and planning and initiating for a really long time, or how about this one? If you have been, so maybe you're not the doer, the planner, or the initiator, and you want these things, but you've settled for less. So if he's not doing anything and you're not doing anything, you've just settled. You're just like, okay, well, he's not going to plan anything. We're not going to do anything. We're not going to go anywhere. So that could be the reality too. You've just settled for less. Like, he's not going to plan anything. And I just, that just feels so icky. Like, no, I don't want that for you. If you want to have date nights and you want to have fun with your man and do things together, if you want to be romanced every now and again, not every day, because it's not going to happen every day, but every now and again, yes, I want to ignite that masculine man in him. Okay? She said, I've done this before and actually had the guy begrudgingly make plans. Okay. And so, that's interesting. Like, that doesn't mean anything to me. The begrudgingly part, that doesn't mean anything to me. Okay? So, to me, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just turning my heat off. It's been so cold today. It's been so cold today here in Richmond. But the begrudgingly part, I don't care. Like, can I be honest? I don't care. That's other women. That's other women out there that feel a way, like when a man, gives them money begrudgingly or makes plans begrudgingly. Like, I don't care about that. I care about getting what I want, right? And if I want to go out and I want to go to dinner, if I want a man to do something for me and I say, honey, it would feel so good to see the grass cut. It's getting so high. And he goes out there and cuts it with an attitude. In my mind, checkmate. Checkmate. It got done. It got done. And can I be honest? A lot of women, you're cutting your nose off in spite of your face because of this whole, oh, well, I didn't like how he did it. I didn't like, he had an attitude with it when he did it. And can I be frank with you? That's a man training you. That man is training you to never ask him to make plans again. And you fell for it. You fell for it. And you said, well, okay, well, if you're going to do it with an attitude, fine, don't do it. See? And he gets what he wants. Like I said, I've been in this game a long time. I'm only trying to teach you. I'm only trying to give some of you young ladies game, okay? A man doing something begrudgingly is called so what? And if you let him off the hook because, oh, I didn't like his attitude when he did it, or he gave me the money, but he had an attitude, so this man has now trained you. He's trained you to never ask. He's trained you to never, don't make me make no plans because this is the funky attitude I'm going to have. Honey, let me tell you something. I'm going to go out on that date. I'm going to smile from ear to ear. Oh, this is amazing. Oh, I just love it here. Oh, thank you so much, honey. Like, he going to be sick of me. Okay? So I'm giving y'all some free game. And you can have that, oh, well, I don't like how he did it. I don't like, okay, keep doing that. And checkmate, he done trained you. Yeah, she not going to ask me to do nothing no more because I did it with an attitude, bro. I had my lip poked out the whole time. And she was like, see, I can't even enjoy it now because you're not, I'm going to sit there. I'm going to be like, oh, yes. Oh, can you bring us some wine? Oh, look at this. This is so, I love this menu, man. He gonna be sick of me by the time we done. So y'all better, I'm trying to put y'all on this game. You letting these men train you. No, he can do any and everything he want to around here begrudgingly. Yeah, that don't mean nothing to me. See, that's right. She said, I enjoyed myself and let him sulk. That's right. That's right. See? They are training you, but don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. And I said that on the other live. It's like when women say, well, I don't like asking. I don't like asking. No, I never get tired of asking. I never get tired of getting my needs met. Never. And if he's like, so this the other, let me put y'all on this other little game. I love this little game. So this is the little game, right? You say, hey, babe. So you're married. Hey, babe, I'm going to be running late from work, picking up little Johnny from daycare. And I know you're going to get off before me. Can you get little Johnny? And then that way I can just come straight home and you pick him up and come home and I'll make dinner. Okay. This is what he say. Well, I was thinking about going to the gym and I was thinking about doing this and that, but yeah, I guess I can. And then guess what y'all do? This what y'all do? Well, you know what? Forget it. I'm going to get him. Not Anita. Not Anita. I'm going to be like, okay. And my little behind is going to leave work and come home. See, the men train y'all. They train y'all not to ask. And then what do you say? What do you say every time? See, girl, I tried to get him to pick up little Johnny from daycare because I knew I was going to be running late. But then he started huffing and hawing and he started, saying that, oh, I guess so. I mean, I had planned to go and do this and do that. And I just said, forget it. See, this is why I don't ask him. And the man has trained you. and you don't ask. You don't ask your husband, your man, to go and get his child from the child care. What sense does that make? Ever. I never get tired of getting my needs met. Never, ever, ever. And I don't fall for the foolishness. When a man hems and haws, when I ask him for something, this is what I do, y'all. And y'all be doing the opposite, but I'm going to show you what Anita do. This is what I do. He be hemming and hawing. And, I guess I could. I mean, but I was thinking about this. And I go, I don't say a word. And so, I guess, sure, I guess I could, it might run me a little behind. See, and here we go. All that talking is to get you to do this. Well, you know what? Forget it. Forget it. That's all right. I'll go ahead and get him. That's okay. Say nothing. Say nothing. That's what I do. And he be talking because he think I'm going to cut him off and say, no, that's okay. I'll do it. I'm not going to do that. I'm like, And so I wanted to go to the gym and blah, blah, And I say nothing. And then guess what he do? He begrudgingly says, sure, I'll do it. And I'm like, great. And then I hang up and that's what it is. And I don't care if he come home with little Johnny with an attitude. I'm like, hey, babe, I've got dinner started. Oh, going in there. Yeah. Okay, we're having this for dinner. All right, great. And I just see too many women. You're getting trained by them, not the other way around. Like, And a man, if I'm asking him to do something and I believe it's reasonable, If he do it, with an attitude or so, I don't care. I'm like, check, done. That's it. That's all I care about. And you got to get stronger. You have to get stronger. You have to believe that you are worthy of a man giving and doing for you. So that's why I feel this way. Like, I believe men exist on the planet to serve me. I really do. And I, in turn, am a servant to them. See? So it goes both ways. It goes both ways. We serve each other in very different ways, but we were God created for each other. And so a lot of women, for some reason, they feel like, oh, I don't want to put him out. I don't want to be a burden. I don't want, that just blows my mind. Like, this is your partner. This is your man. And it's just like women out here sleeping with men and something breaks down in their house. They get a flat tire in their car and they're calling everybody but him. I just help me make it make sense. How are you experiencing the pleasure of my body and I can't get your help in a bind? No, I don't come from that world. I don't know what world that is. If you are my husband, if you are my man, if I'm sleeping with you, you're the first person I'm gonna call. This another little test. Let me give you another little test. You ready? I've had many a coaching client that I've had to do this with. I said, when you get from here, when you get off tonight or wherever you going, I want you to ask your man for $50. $50. And I don't consider $50 any money, but ask him for $50. Make up some excuse. There's some reason why you need $50. Do not use the word loan. I want you to actually say, babe, I got something that I need to, I need $50 for. Do you have $50? Don't say loan. Don't say borrow. Say, I have something that I need $50 for. And ask for $50. And if you don't get $50, like he don't, and I don't care if he borrow it from somebody. Seriously. I have had men give it to me out of their wallet, write me a check, CashApp me, borrow it from somebody. I have had it come in a multitude of ways, wired, whatever. They are going to get me that money because you should not be dealing with a man that can't. Point blank, period. But hey, babe, I've got something that I need $50 for. Can I get $50, please? That's it. Don't say borrow. Don't say loan. Okay. And if you don't get it one way or another within 24 hours, that's a problem. That's a problem. You don't have a man. I don't know what's going on, but you don't have a man. But yes. And even if he gives it begrudgingly, even if he's like, well, I mean, I guess I'm gonna have to go to the ATM. Okay. See, whatever the response is, oh, I don't have it on me. Maybe I can borrow it from this dude at work. Okay. Like whatever he says, the response is all right. Like, Don't talk him out of it. Don't say, oh, no, that's okay. Oh, no, if you have to borrow it. No, let him do that. Right? Because, again, men are out here training women. They're saying and doing things in such a way to shut them down, to push them down, to say, yep, don't ask me for no money. Don't ever do that again. They're going to try to make you so uncomfortable that you never do that. But guess what? That's not how Anita is working. Like, that's not the cloth I'm cut from. I'm going to sit there with expectancy. That's another thing. Asked with expectancy. Ask like he's going to give it to you. That's how I ask every single time. And it's rare that I get turned down. I actually ask yeah, I know you're going to do it. Every time. And every time it happens. So yeah, get stronger. Get stronger. And don't take a man's pushback, because here's what's funny. Men are not like that. Our pushback means nothing to them. They're not like that at all. We push back. We're not sure. I don't know. And men just keep pushing forward. That don't mean nothing to them. But yet, when they do it with us, we shrink back. We shut down. We're like, no, that's okay. That's all right. You don't have to do it. And I'm just like, why are we doing that? Why are we doing that? Why do we believe we're not worthy of a man that we're dating giving us $50? That has got to change. That's got to change. We have to change that. I don't care. You can borrow it. You can cash app it. You can write me a check. You can give it to me out of your wallet. You can give it to me out of the change jar. I don't care. I need $50, babe. I need $50 in the next hour or whatever time limit you want to put on it. And I expect it to happen. And do not take any of his hemming and hawing. Any of that whole, that means nothing to you. That means absolutely nothing. You have to be willing to sit in an uncomfortable silence. Let him talk. Let him hem and haw and give you some pushback, and don't bite. Just be like, so you think you can do it, in an hour? Do you think you can go to the ATM? Do you think you can get it from your mom? Do you think you can get, I don't care. I don't care where it come from. I need $50. Right? But I've had several of my coaching clients. I have given them this as a challenge. And they are just like, if they act like they're afraid, what? Huh? Oh, if they start getting fearful around that, that's telling me something. Why are you fearful to ask the man you're sleeping with, that you're dating, that you're engaged to, for $50? That's a problem. And so there's either immediate fear, or there's this, he ain't got no $50. He's just going to tell me you don't have $50, or no, whatever. Okay. And again, still, I say that's a problem. That I should not be in a relationship with a man that can't give me $50. That's a problem. And I'm talking $50 where I'm not even going to give you a whole lot of context. I'm just going to ask for $50. That to me says we have a problem. I can't ask my man for $50 without any deep context. I don't have to go all into the story of why I need it and where it's going. $50. That's telling me something. And it's telling them something. And I've had a couple of my clients, they let men go because they were like, yeah, yeah, Anita, he said no. He said, yeah, $50. So $50, she asked, what's the $50 number? $50 is, it's kind of it's like a shit test. Okay, so excuse my language, but it's kind of like a little test, because if you're sleeping with a man, if you're in a relationship with a man, if you're engaged, if you're married to a man, you should be able to, without context, say, babe, I really need $50. I've got something that I'm going to need $50 for. Can I have $50? And you're just going to ask for $50. And then you're going to, wait and see what happens. Do you get pushback? Do you get excuses? Do you get a whole lot of questions about it? Do you not get it at all? These are all telling signs about the relationship that you're in. because I want to believe that I can ask any man that I'm in a relationship with for $50 and I'm going to get it. The end. And after the fact, I'll have a little fun with it and say, this was kind of like a little shit test, I just wanted to see if, you would give it to me, and most men are like, oh my God, really? Really? This is what you're doing, Anita? Like it's all in good fun. But yes, you should be able to get $50 from the man that you're with. That's a problem to me. That's a big problem. So if you're in a relationship, if you're seeing someone, I want you to try this. Just go up and without context, over the phone, in person, via text, without context. You don't have to give a whole lot of context, but babe, I really need $50, and see if in fact you get it or if you get pushback. Just try it. But it's going to answer some questions about your relationship. So, all right. If you're coming in on the end of this video, we talked all about inspiring your man to be a masculine man, how you can inspire the man you're with to be more masculine. So I gave a free tool. This is one of the tools that I use with my coaching clients. I want you to watch this video from the beginning and check it out. Let me know what you think in the comments of this video, and if you tried it and what happened. Okay. Have a wonderful rest of your Saturday. And as always, stay open to love.